So, it's Saturday morning. We didn't manage to get any filming done yesterday, because it was a full work day. Hello! Let's turn the white noise off. Half 7. She slept really well, slept through the whole evening.
She sleeps so, what I've noticed, the past couple of weeks, she sleeps so much better since we put her in less clothes. We've taken the tog down on the sleeping bag and taken a vest off because obviously it's getting warmer and whatnot now. It makes me think maybe she was a little bit too hot because our house is always so warm, because maybe she was waking up because she was hot. I mean, we've always checked the back of her neck and stuff and made sure she's not sweating, but even still, this just might be a nicer and easier temperature to sleep in.
Yeah, what's funny is when you look at what should my baby be wearing at night, and what is the ideal temperature, when they should be sleeping between 17 and 20, it feels cold.
Yeah.
And you're always like, oh yes, that's cold. Yeah. But that's ideal for them.
We bought the little temperature thing.
Yeah.
So that's a good little thing.
Basically, we've got the camera here that is a very good camera. Very, very happy with that.
Yeah, that's linked on my LTK, by the way, because I get a lot of questions about what monitor we've gone for, and it was such a random one that I've never heard of.
My mum got it as, yeah.
Mum got it.
So what we'll do is, this is what we're going to start doing. Everything that we have or bought or would recommend, we're going to always put it on Tay's LTK, and I'll always link it in the description. That way, everything's on there rather than me keep repeating myself of where we got certain things. Because it was so hot recently, what I wanted to do was get a second thermometer that was just give me that clarity of, is that thermometer actually accurate? And I've got this one. So this is the sensor that you put in the room, and then we have the actual thermometer next to our bed that tells us this. And do you know what? It's actually bang on. So they are the same. But I just wanted to check that, because the last thing I ever wanted to do was be going off that temperature and it not be right, and she'd be hot and she'd be sweating.
Why did you see that little picture where it says if it's this degrees, this is what they wear and this is what tog they wear?
Yeah, I'll upload a picture of that, but basically you just Google it. But what's interesting is obviously every sleeping bag, I didn't know this, is called a tog. Yeah. And they've all got different weights. So you got 0.5 tog, 1.5 tog, 2.5 tog. And you just basically
bought a really, really thin tug one from Next that's a 0.5, and it just feels like nothing, doesn't it? But when they need just a little something and it's really hot.
When it's like 26 degrees in the room and you've got the windows open and it's not even changing, then really it says stuff like, well, it will tell you like nappy plus 0.5 tog and stuff. So you think, okay, that's how. Because we're thinking, God, we're going to need aircon, or this is going to overheat.
This is how crazy the UK weather is. Only a couple of weeks ago, I think she slept in a nappy with her thin sleeping bag.
It was 28 degrees in here.
It was so hot.
Windows open, and now...
Yeah, and the window's open.
This morning it's 17 degrees. Yeah. So yeah, this is a little tour of the room. So you come in here. Hello. Here's something that I was discussing before. Let me just shut the door. She's going to want to get out. Is what do we do for blackout blinds? Because Storie only sleeps, and probably like most babies to be fair, it's so sunny till late at night, 10 at night. She goes to bed at 7. It's still sunny. So people recommended some companies like block blinds and things like that. I actually got a pre-quote. So I rang a company up and they do these fitted blackout blinds. And I'm sure for 2 windows, we were looking at over like £1,000. Maybe there's cheaper alternatives. I can see that more and more people are coming to bring out them. And what they are is they fit a track. So you get a complete track around your window, and then it just slides down or slides across. If you've got wider windows, you probably need like 2 parts and they come across. Well, anyway, we'd already had these blinds fitted. We can't put curtains on over there because there's a slanted roof. These curtains we could change to blackouts, but we've already got them and we've already paid for them. The blinds are blackout blinds, but they always let gaps in around the edge. So what we've done is we basically created our own track. bit of effort, but 2 pieces of wood around our current blinds and they go in there. And we did try just the back one, thinking, oh, that would work, but it didn't. It still let the light in. And in general, it does the job. She sleeps a million times better, and it's pretty dark in here. So yeah, we just sort of created our own track. Today's plan of action, we're going to go to the garden centre with Storie. Hopefully there's a little play area there. We're going to go and find somewhere. Also, there's this...
We've got an option. We've got Dobby's in Hinkley, which has got a play area, like a little bit of soft play in, although it's only a little bit. To be fair, she gets quite a lot of enjoyment just from like running around the place now. You know, you can look at the plants and I can go around them.
Yeah, we're going to try and double up a nice family day out with obviously keeping Storie entertained.
Yeah, Storie comes first with the plans.
Oh, I didn't finish the room tour. This is Storie's bathroom. Got in here, a little ensuite for her with her shower, which is going to be so funny that one day she'll be in that herself. And then in here, we've got a cupboard.
Extra storage.
All the bits and pieces in there. Then over here, this one I'd love to have a light in here, like that one. I'm not sure why it hasn't got one. Got all of her clothes in here. And then little shoes down there. So yeah, we're going to go to the garden centre. There's also a play park we want to take Storie to. So we're going to get out and about today. To give you an update on Storie's routine, we went completely from powdered milk to cow's milk, but she sort of had a bit of a nappy rash from it. I don't know whether it was from the milk or she'd recently had some jabs. But what we've done is gone half and half. So in the morning she'll have her cow's milk, and the last spot before bed she'll still have her powdered milk. And then we're going to wean her off that eventually. In the day she just has her solids. Tay's very good at getting all of that organised to make sure she has a big variety. That kind of thing I'm pretty useless at. So
it's not that you're useless, but it's just that I've always done it because I'm a foodie, and one thing I really do enjoy is getting her food together.
Yeah.
I absolutely love doing heading up and thinking of things that she can have. She in the last couple of months, I'd say she's a little bit more like fussy with what she wants and what she doesn't want. And she'll even point at things now like, I want that. You become a bit of a
and then a sleep routine. We've been in a good sleep routine for a long time. And if you're struggling, I'd highly recommend seeking out assistance help. YouTube, Google.
You just found ours on Google, didn't you? And
yeah.
Then eventually we kind of...
You may need to see a sleep coach if you really can't find the answers, but there's so much good information out there.
Yeah, ours is all based on wake hours.
Yeah, so the current routine is she'll have an hour in the morning from about 9:30 till 10:30, and then she'll have 2 hours from about 1 o'clock till 3 o'clock, and then she'll sleep 7 till 7. So yeah, we're going to get out there. Right, so we've got a new plan. We're actually going to head out to the park now. Normally we'd wait until Storie's had her first nap, so we normally have a breakfast at home. But the weather is holding out. It's looking pretty sunny this morning. And we don't really want to wait until sort of 10:30, 11 to get out. So Tay's going to give us her Storie's breakfast now. And then...
Also, I love rugby in general, so...
Yeah, it's over in Rugby, which is a place about 20 minutes from us.
There's a really good shopping centre there called Elliot's Field, and we have a really good home sense. And I've not been there for a long while. This morning we're going to do Weetabix, bit of banana. We normally have berries every morning, don't we? But me, Daddy and you eat a lot of berries at the minute, so we haven't got any left. We're going to eat this really quite quickly and then go up and get ready, and I'll get our bag sorted. I love weekends now. They just feel
wholesome.
Really, yeah, because when you don't have a kid, sometimes it's easy just to like, well, for us it was just easy just to stay in and just really not do a lot with your weekend. Whereas now it's like, you just want to
get up, get out,
jam pack it. And because
and you've got to keep her entertained. There's no choice.
Because of her age now, there's no like, these are for the doggies. By the way, this came in a PR set from Rare Beauty. How cute is this? This is one of their blushers, but it's a dog toy. Like, I'm sorry, that is the most bougie thing I've ever seen. Look, lip gloss. Do you want to see the other one? It's so good.
That is a class idea.
Look, ready? Look. How funny. How funny, Story. But yeah, her age now being 1, they have got to be. They're not entertained by just sitting and playing with toys anymore. It's they're more interested in the like day-to-day things, like even going food shopping and being able to pick things and like looking around and getting on their feet a bit. Like she prefers that so much than like she will not really.
Yeah, I was just going to show, in case if you're a new follower, so this is our kitchen area, and this is the area that we've dedicated to Storie, which is so good because obviously we can, do everything in here, and then she's got her own area in here. But the older she gets, the less inclined she is to just stay in here.
Things, don't you?
And then we've got a load of bits for her outside, which...
I have to say, one thing she absolutely loves in that playroom, though, is that slide. From Amazon, that is. Your mum got that.
Yeah, she's
on it.
She's on this, climbing on this all the time. Then we've got a few bits out here, which I'll show you. Looking a bit gloomy now. Want to get out there while it's not raining. So yeah, we'll head out there now and have a good time. So, if you're a parent, you'll probably know that plans are there to be broken. We're trying to get her to go to sleep because it's 9:15 and normally she'd go to sleep at 9:30. So what we're thinking is, now it's got to this time, we may as well put her to sleep. Probably for half an hour, because we have mixed it up before where she's been asleep for half an hour in the morning, then 2.5 hours in the afternoon. So if you've got we want to be quite rigid, but there's a little bit of flexibility in there. Obviously the other option is to try and get her to go sleep whilst we're out and about. But we thought, let's make the executive decision for her to try and have just anything now, like 20 minutes, half an hour, just so she's got that little bit of refreshness in there that she definitely needs in the morning, or she starts to get very sort of ratty and a bit doolally. So we'll keep you posted on how she gets to sleep, and then we'll be heading out. Wow, you look beautiful.
Thank you.
So we're getting that light changed finally next week. Oh, you can see a lot of the paint lines. Well, we're getting that changed because we need scaffolding. And...
I'm just trying to bring a little girl down.
Oh, sorry, let me get out of the way.
Oh, could you grab that zipper thing?
Yeah.
Just found.
Double stairgate.
That's good.
Are you attached? Double stairgate has to be one of the most annoying things ever. I've never dreaded going up and down the stairs as much as since we got these.
I've never wanted a bungalow.
Yeah, it's just frustrating. To be fair, these are good, but
they're also crap.
they also detach slightly. But yeah, obviously one so Storie doesn't come up because she loves climbing up the stairs, and one so she doesn't fall down. Right, we're going.
This way, darling. Storie, this way, darling. Come on, you follow my lead then.
So it's a big outdoor play park. What a day for it. You come in. What do you think? Much bigger than the one next to us, isn't it? Got everything here.
Wow!
What a great place.
You can do it.
Quite fast, isn't it?
She makes a noise. She comes down like...
Just next to the park is this lovely little spot. I'm going to sit outside in the shade. Get Storie some food. Have we brought our own food or should she get something here? Yeah?
Yeah, we'll get pizza.
We've had to pull out the big guns.
Big Guns, aka
Miss Rachel.
Mrs. R.
So yeah, there's a couple of little restaurants here. There's a play park. It's in Rugby,
Very cute little section.
which is about 20 minutes from us.
What's this actually, if somebody wanted
It's
to
called
go?
Holton.
Sorry? Hi-ho.
Holton. Houlton.
It's like more of a fancy restaurant there, and they do maybe like a roast dinner and stuff. This one's a pizza place. You can't pull the screw
We're
on.
back home now. 1:15. Storie's asleep, so she's going to be asleep now for 2 hours. So I should be doing something productive, but I'm in the living room. Let me show you this in case you've never seen it before. So this is the living room. There's still a bit of work that we need to get done. It's pretty bare over here. And yeah, there's a few bits and bobs, but I'm actually just going to sit down, you know. I'm going to get this quilt here. I've been up since 5. I'm going to get this. I'm going to probably get a bag of crisps or something that I shouldn't be having. I should use this time efficiently and go to the gym. But I'm going to relax today. It's a Saturday. Let's get the old telly on. I think there's football on at 3 o'clock. What you got going on here, darling?
Molly's birthday tomorrow, and we're going to hers, and for Christmas we both got each other a memory book, and we both didn't know that we were getting it for each other, do you remember? So we both got a photo album book, and I filled in mine and glued in pictures, and she did the same, and it's due an update because they've not been updated since December, so we've got nearly half a year of photos to put in. So these are the photos I'm taking to put into
Are we
hers.
allowed to have a zoom in on them?
Yeah. Yeah. These are... Look how nice memories. Look. I love this photo of us.
Skiing was the best trip I've ever had in my life.
I'll just give you a recap. Home, birthday, Disneyland, Ibiza, Courchevel on the way home, Ibiza, Courchevel, home, my birthday, Courchevel, the girls in Courchevel, Disneyland.
Oh, look at the babies.
I know, I love that photo of them. These are literally only from December onwards, there's so many.
Is there any of me?
There's a few group ones.
Any of just me?
Look at the girls. Oh.
Oh, I'll have to get my own out. Right guys, it is nearly 10 to 4 and now we're off to the garden centres. The weather's made a second wind and it's glorious.
You had a sleep.
I slept
didn't.
for the whole hour and a half. She
I had a
took
coffee.
ages to go to sleep.
Yeah.
And Tay woke me up like, it's 3:30, we've got to get her up.
We've had a change of outfit for Storie because she was filthy, weren't you, Stores? And what we're getting, a water feature.
We're getting some growing plants to grow up the walls.
Yeah.
And
Up
then
the trellis.
also, we need to pick up
Which
a
you can
water
see
feature.
here. Hang on, Jack. You see that trellis there? That's where we're getting the plants for. Some wisteria, I think it's called. Anything beautiful to grow up the house, because basically, I think we've mentioned this before, maybe in the last vlog, but we want the house, which is a new build, to look as less like a new build as possible. We want it to look like an oldie-woldy house, which isn't fully achievable, but as much as we can do to make it look a little bit more like country.
The guy who sprayed all the windows that we're very happy with in terms of the colour.
Yeah.
He's doing the, because we need some
Gutters.
scaffolding, he's doing the gutters and the rest of it next week, so I'll film that.
We spray painted it to like a creamy, it's like a creamy colour, isn't it? like a green toned cream, and it looks really, really nice. He wanted to do the gutters as well, but he didn't want to do them until the weather was better, and we're now at that stage where the weather is better, so he's going to do the gutters next week, which will make a really big difference to the house.
Oh, what a day.
This is my Storie's favourite thing to do.
I know, I was going to say, right, I should be watching Man United Man City in the FA Cup final, but I'm more buzzing about buying a bit of wisteria and honeysuckle.
That's when you know.
That's when you know you're older, you're not quite right.
You can't keep it, but you can walk around with it. Look, Storie. You got stung.
Really in my element here. This is like an adult's Toys R Us. So we're looking for some climbers. Water feature. Something, well, it's a little bit more like a climber, but I'll show you to go. We've got some like wooden features. We need something to climb like up and over, which these kind of things look good. Stuff like that. How's she getting on?
She wants everything. I'm having to put every single thing in the trolley for her to
Oh
hold.
my god.
She's obviously not keeping any of it, but every single thing she wants. Don't you? She's going.
Right, let me show you the water feature that we were
From
looking
the
at.
tone, you don't like it.
Oh no, I love it.
Oh.
The one that we were looking at online, that we've seen it on a different website, and it was £500. Here it's £350. What do you think to it?
Pardon?
That was it.
Got it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice.
There's a centre.
It's quite blue, isn't it?
Do you think it was more beige?
Yeah. I don't think it really matters, though, does it? We've got like green.
Should you have a think about it? So, after some thought, we think that's a good option.
Yeah. Is there any more?
I don't think so.
No, none of these.
These are some climbing plants.
Wow, that's cool, isn't it?
They look nice, don't they?
Yeah. I like this one with the little.
Well, they turn white and then they turn red in the autumn.
Red?
Well, what does it say? Like, from the tone of red, you don't like red.
Oh no.
Obviously, in the autumn, they're going to be a bit different.
Would you like to feel some? Feel that. Feel. Storie, look. Storie, look.
So we're back home, so let me show you where we're going to put a few things. So, we've got a few of these pots. We're going to put a huge tree in there so it grows all the way up there. Here, we've got the planters ready for the climbers. Want the climber, we'll probably need to extend that, but I'm assuming it'll take a while to go all the way up there. These plants are actually going to move them and put more trellis and get some climbers to go over that. And then here, we're having some more climbers to go up to the white render, so if it went all the way up there to just try and hide the brick. Then we've had this decking put in, because this was just all like, mud, non-usable, and we've had a few little fancy things put in like these. Obviously at the minute it all looks kind of bare, but what we're going to do is get the climbers to go all the way over there. We're going to have all of this area, lots of different variety of plants. The water feature is going to go here. So the water feature will go in the middle of this sort of semicircle, and then plants all the way around it. So the whole idea really is that you can't see all of the decking in one go. There's just plants everywhere. So let me show you. We've had this put in to hide all the bins, and there's a shed down there. So it's a little bit of a work in progress. It all looks a little bit messy. But then here we're actually going to grass this. We're going to seed it. It's all prepped, ready to go. So that amongst all of the flowers. We were going to have plants and flowers all over that as well, but we thought, do you know what, if we do end up having some outdoor furniture here, Storie can actually have like some swings and stuff like that. One thing we love about this is all of these trees. Look how like beautiful they are. Oh, that's reminding me, pigeons. So the one issue that we found since we put all of this decking in, there's just literally, we've just had it cleaned. Next day, there's obviously leaves, which is, you know, not really an issue. It's the bird shit, or the bird poo. They just poo literally everywhere. Which is just, if you had outdoor furniture here, then you'd have to cover it literally every single day. Here, we've got this fire pit. So what we're thinking is we're going to have the fire pit over here. So a couple of like those French chairs, I think they're like metal chairs, and then sort of like hedging all the way around, hedging at the back. We've put all these hedging in. I actually put them in myself. Very proud of them. Last year. We've had the fence built to make it more sort of protective across the road. And over here we're going to have like a massive table and maybe some kind of half circle furniture. And then these things at the back are just purely for aesthetic reasons. Again, we're going to grow plants all the way up them. So, and then we're going to have a hedge all the way around this circle bit here. Again, just to give you a bit more privacy from the road, which is over there. So when it's done, it should look lovely. Oh yeah, back to the birds. So, literally up here, well, pretty much anywhere, they're just birds obviously sit up there and poo all on here. I don't know if you can see, let me show you. I had a guy come up, a tree surgeon, and he came, oh you might be able to see it. He put a load of like shiny things and fake hawks. They kind of work because over here it was like an absolute hotspot and it's now not. There is the odd one. So that's the best solution I've googled. But really what we'd need is them put literally everywhere. This just doesn't seem, you know, I'd probably need 50 of them so that it doesn't go all over here. And also if you park your cars here, because of this tree, you get bird poo as well. So I don't know if anyone has got a solution, or is that just part and parcel of having trees? You get the beautiful trees, but you're going to have bird poo because that's wildlife. So if you look at the pipes, so it might be quite hard to show on camera, but the pipes were white. Now these are the plastic windows and they were white as well. But what we did is we got the paint colour that we liked and it kind of matched this brick here. So overall it just takes that harshness out if you look comparison. And then we also got the garage doors the same colour.
She's got some picky bits and I've just warmed her up some food. Trying to get it to cool down.
The issue is if the dogs are in here. Yeah, she ends up feeding the dogs, so they're lingering around like sharks.
And that's also why they never get fed.
Yeah, we put them out now.
One of these. Honestly, the kitchen is such a mess. This is a.
Yeah, it was
These
so
are really
clean.
good. They're all organic meals, no added ingredients, literally just the ingredients.
Loon and wild.
Yeah, really good to have in the freezer for times like now where you're like shit and limited time and these cooks me. So
Yeah, it's not far off for having a bath and going to bed.
yeah,
It's coming up to 6 o'clock.
we've got a busy day tomorrow.
Yeah, we're off to Molly's birthday tomorrow.
So brush your hair, Stars.
Well, that's coming to the end of Storie's day.
We just had a really nice bath together. She's really obsessed with my boobs. In there. She had a whole bottle. Like a whole bottle. Filled the whole thing up.
Yeah.
Because she's had a lot of.
Oh. Dada. Dada.
I'm ready now. I'm ready for her to go to bed now.
Are you?
Yeah, tired.
So I've never really showed in here because it's just an absolute mess. But basically this is our garage. We've got solar panels, that's the sort of battery there. It's full of crap. We actually carpeted it and put in a few other bits just to make it warmer in here. And it actually works out well to put all your clothes, your ironing, all the washing goes in here. We put on some doors there so you can open up the double doors and let a load of light in. So it's just a little bit nicer if you're doing the ironing and all that kind of thing. And then this is where I play darts. I absolutely love it. Get 20 minutes in, half an hour, come in here, there you go, play on my little app, adds it all up, and just chuck in here. Oh, 81. 81. The app does it for you. So I'm actually going to get a ring light that has cameras and you can play other people online. Pretty sad, but do you know what? It's nice and peaceful in here. I'll show you where it is and next to the utility. You just come in here, get half an hour when Storie's asleep, or first thing in the morning when I've taken the dogs for the walk before Storie wakes up. It's just nice, just to have a little hobby in your house. I love it. Luke Littner has inspired me. He's inspired a nation. I literally brought the dartboard when Luke Littner came onto the scene. This is the utility. Nothing really exciting about this. This is where the dogs are. Keep, all your dishwasher and everything like that. Come back into the house. On the right you've got a bathroom. On the left you've got the gym. And then it goes through to the kitchen in the living room.
Can I tell you one of my pet peeves about you?
What?
When you get into bed with your day clothes on, that you've been going down a slide in, playing bark in.
And I've just watered the plants.
Yeah, and you're getting to not only the bed, but my side of the bed.
Oh.
With your grotty, dirty, dusty, minging clothes. It's... ugh.
I wouldn't normally do this, but I
yes,
thought,
you do. You did it the other day.
Let's round up the vlog for today. I really enjoyed vlogging today. Hope you enjoyed a family vlog. We're going to keep mixing up what we vlog, and we're just going to keep going. And
what was your best part of today?
I love family days. This is the first summer we've had, obviously, with Storie in the UK, because last summer she was very young. So I feel like we're getting the fruits of...
This time last summer she would have been 2 months old.
Yeah, and we went to Marbella for 3 months when she was 3 months old.
That's crazy.
It was just, 35, 36 degrees every day. It was too hot really to do anything. Whereas here, she's obviously now a toddler and she gets excited by going out. Obviously before she didn't even know who she was, so now just doing anything with Storie, I enjoy it. For me, I love the garden centre. It is sad. It's a sign of you getting old.
No, honestly, it kind of gives me a warm feeling that that's like your favourite thing to do. Because I just think, when did you turn it? It's like when you say, when did you turn into like a dad, and like, where did you go from being like a boy to a dad? Like, when you see your dad, you think, when were you a boy? How did you turn into a dad?
When did I morph? Right. All my mates, or a lot of them, to be fair, not all of them, but a few of my mates have gone down the pub, Man City, Man United playing. They're all on the beer. They're all boozing. And for me, the sun's out, I would have gone, right, that's my dream day. Whereas now, I've not even watched it, not bothered about drinking, excited to go garden centre. I think it just changes when you have a kid. Probably not for everybody. I still like to do that, don't get me wrong. If you said to me, that's what you're doing today. But
would you though? Because I feel like you're really out of that.
Yeah, probably.
I feel like I try, even if I like try and kind of say like, oh, want to like see your mates, or do you want to go out or do this, and you're like, no.
No.
You don't really feel it anymore, do you?
I think, yeah. Thing is, at the minute,
I think for us, it's all great. The thought of it's great in the moment, but the hangover is not worth anything.
Yeah, not the drinking part. More like seeing your friends and that. But to be honest, sitting down the pub, the only thing you can do is drink. Yeah, obviously there's football on, but that's not my kind of thing. If someone said to me that we're going to go and play tennis or something, then I'd be, think that's more my cup of tea now, but sports and stuff. But it's enjoying that as well. Obviously, I would just be like saying to you, okay, I've worked a lot this week, to be fair, so we're working on memory. So if I worked all week and didn't do much family stuff, and then at the weekend go, right, I'm off, I'm out, this doesn't seem right, does it?
No, but you do deserve to have some you time every now and then.
The things that I do, that are like my personal stuff, is I always play football on a Monday night. I absolutely love that. What other hobbies have I got? Darts.
And he's currently, right, can you believe this? So I was looking at him the other day and I thought, he's got like a Harry Potter scar on his face.
Well,
and then
see it.
he went, you see my face? I went, yeah, I noticed that earlier. And he said, do you know what it is? And I went, no. And he went, I didn't know what it was. And then I realised.
Yeah.
It's a darts injury.
I was waking up thinking, I must be scratching myself in my sleep. What's going on? But then I got my dart and I went to throw it, and I always hold it to my cheek. So it's always just slowly scratching my cheek.
Who gets
all
a
red.
darts injury?
So,
And he just came up, right? I've been up here for half an hour and he said, I'm going to get everywhere to ground zero. We have this thing in our house which is like, when everything's a mess, like we normally rally together and we do a ground zero where we get back to a good stead. And I just said, oh, do you know what? I put Storie to bed and I said, do you know what? I don't think I could do a ground zero. I haven't even had any dinner. I just literally got into bed because I was so tired. And I thought he was down there doing a ground zero, and I was thinking, oh, it's going to be so nice down there when I go down there in a minute and like get a little bit of something to eat. And he came up and he went, oh, I've been playing darts. I've been playing darts, so I've not done ground zero yet. I was like, should you really be playing darts with a darts injury?
No, I've changed my throw. I don't hold it as close, so that's what I've been practicing. Yeah, I did show them that I'd shown them the garage, a bit of darts. Going to do a bit of ground zero now, but I've come up with an idea to round the vlog off. At the end of each vlog, any questions that have been asked in the comments, usually, well, I'll reply to every single comment. YouTube, I feel like we're building a little community. I love YouTube, I enjoy it, and if I can get to a stage where I'm doing one YouTube a week, I feel like it's so much better than Instagram. And I'm looking back at all the videos, and I just know in years to come we're going to be so grateful that we filmed all of that good stuff. Right, anyway, back to the point. To round this vlog off, really appreciate everybody commenting. I do reply back to every comment, or try to. I feel like we're building a little community.
You said that, Parrot.
And to encourage commenting again.
Oh God, honestly,
no.
What a beg.
No. Ask any questions in the comments. I can reply back with the answer.
Do you mean about the vlog, like the context of the vlog?
Just anything.
Where is it that we went to
Anything you would like to ask. Or I'll answer the question at the end of the vlog. What I would say is, let's be truthful here. The vlog...
I'm so sorry, I literally can't stop you. I'm so tired.
I'm going to be honest. The YouTube has increased with a few new followers, and that's ever since I vlogged Molly, or was on Molly's vlog. Either or, and there's a few people who have said that they came from Molly, but they're sticking around, so please stick around. It's given me a second wind with the YouTube channel. We've got 16.5 subscribers, and we're growing
Look, we don't need the analytics.
Anyway, to answer the questions, maybe you can answer some as well. So the first question is, what camera do you use? We get this a lot. I use the DJI Pocket 3. It is linked on one of the comments, and Tay's going to add it to her LTK. I would recommend it purely on the fact that going out and about in public is so small, it's so smooth, it's got a gimbal. I've tried, we've got really expensive cameras, big cameras, small cameras. To actually go out and film with them, it's very embarrassing. This one's so small, I do not feel embarrassed at all filming with it. Quality's great.
You should be embarrassed.
So, if you really are looking for a camera, that is the next one. Someone said, what is it that I do for work? They've just joined the channel. So what I did do for about 15 years was had an LED lighting company with my brother. We sold that a couple of years ago, and now I'm working with Tayla, which I absolutely love working with Tayla, to be fair, on a company called Memory, which hopefully we're launching very soon. It's been a few years in the making, learning a complete new market, and there's just been a lot of setbacks. So
The last few months have been.
there's just a lot to learn about the
But
market.
we're actually very, very, very nearly there now. Like very nearly there.
Yeah, and in terms of my work, previously we had a factory, so we'd always go to work in an office in a factory, whereas now I'm working from home. We've got literally a laptop and a desk over there, or I work in my room. What I will say is, ever since I've been working and we've had Storie, I find it quite challenging, aren't I?
Yeah.
It's just, I'm learning a new routine. It's very hard, I'd say, because usually I'd go like, right, I'm at work from, well, I was even like 6 till 6 before.
I'm knocking on the door.
Whereas I'm getting, Tay's mum will come round, or Tay will be here, or can you make me a bottle, or I don't know, whatever. But obviously that the roles changed. At the start it was kind of like we were 50-50. Now I'd say Memory's more involved with what I can do.
Yeah.
Tay's taken over the Storie role, the parent role. So it's something that we're learning every day. It changes, and we're like, okay, well maybe I'll do these, because obviously I want to be in Storie's routine as well. So we're just chopping and changing all the time. So that I would say it's been a bit tricky.
Let us know if you've liked this vlog. I feel like it's a bit all over the place, but I feel like all home vlogs are.
Right. We will see you in the next vlog.